Lusaka.
President Hakainde Hichilema has called for citizens to tolerate one another. Now, President Hichilema says there is need for Zambians to live in peace and harmony. He was speaking Tuesday morning in Chipata, Eastern Province. He says there must be a system in place which ensures farmers fairness and equity across the country.
So, before I go far, I want to say this country is our country. All of us, it's our country. This country, we must work in a way that demonstrates love for each other. Chikondi is very important. We must work in a way that demonstrates fairness and equity across the country. Because God put us in this lovely country together, He knew what He was doing. He's given us all the resources. It's up to us to exploit these resources.
President Hakainde Hichilema says the opposition Patriotic Front will not bounce back to power because it is a dead and buried party. Speaking in Lusangazi district of Eastern Province while drumming up support for UPND Lusangazi Council Chairperson aspiring Fred Banda, President Hichilema said what has remained of the PF is a ghost.
And also assure them of development and eco.
The head of state noted that the people of Zambia decided to remove the PF party from power in the 12th August 2021 general elections because they noticed that their deeds were not pleasant. He has since urged the people of Lusangazi district not to make a mistake on 21st October 2021 by voting for Ghost PF party. And President Hichilema has assured the farmers that supplied maize to the Food Reserve Agency FRA that their money will be paid soon. President Hichilema says payments for the farmers have delayed because this is how it was planned under the PF budget that is effective until December this year. And speaking on Monday when he arrived in Mansa at Mansa Airport before proceeding to Mwansabombwe, President Hakainde Hichilema thanked people of Luapula for voting for him and the UPND despite being blocked from campaigning during the election period. President Hichilema pledged to fulfill all his campaign promises, such as creating equal opportunities, bringing investment, job opportunities, and that the new Dawn government understands steps it needs to take to improve the welfare of people. And speaking in Mwansabombwe at Mbereshi UCZ Church, President Hakainde Hichilema notes fostering unity of purpose in the country is very important for development and that government desires to bring everyone together in order to develop the country, hence encourage church leaders to continue uniting people. And Father Norbert Vesa encouraged congregants to fulfill the purpose that God created them for, such as living in harmony and uniting the families. Now, meanwhile, President Hakainde Hichilema also visited Lufubu ward in Mwansabombwe district to drum up support for Patson Mwape, aspiring candidate for Lufubu under the UPND.
Following his election victory, on 12 August, President Hakainde Hichilema has visited Luapula province for the first time to appreciate the people of Luapula for giving him more than 30% votes, and also assure them of development and equal opportunities for all. Speaking shortly after arriving at Mansa Airport, President Hakainde Hichilema thanked residents of Luapula and also assured them of the new Dawn's government's commitment to taking development to all parts of the country.
Helped us to win the election under very difficult circumstances, to win it by a landslide. And I know in this province you gave us more than 30% of the national vote. We don't want jobs here contracts here to be given to people in Lusaka, to be given to people in the Copper Belt, even to be given to foreigners, because we want you to create your own jobs. We promise you jobs, businesses. This is the new dawn.
President Hakainde Hichilema proceeded to Mwansawombo district, where he took time to congregate at Mbereshi UCZ Church, as it was 18th October, Day of National Prayer and Fasting.
We are very pleased to be here today to worship with all of you, because the body of Christ is one. And two, it's a desire of this new government, your government, which we voted for into office, to bring all our people together in unity of purpose. Why tubongere chapamo, twale chalo cheskuntanshi, and unity is that road we are going to use in developing our country, in solidifying our country, in creating jobs for our people, in creating opportunities for all our people across the country.
And the father, who gave a ceremony, called on Zambians to continue uniting and being peaceful.
All of us, my dear brothers and sisters, we have been created for a purpose. Are we fulfilling the purpose for which we are created? God created us in love. God created us in peace. And He wants to live us to live in harmony. Living in harmony is accepting each other's differences, accepting each other's whatever limitations we may have.
And President Hichilema proceeded to Lufubu Ward in Mwansawombo district, where there will be by-elections for a ward councillor on 21st October to drum up support for the UPND candidate.
We need a councillor to give us a councillor in this election this coming week. In fact, this week, on the 21st of October, Ukavoksana, Patson Mwape, a candidate wa UPND. Patson, Mana Wenu, this is your son. Patson is your son.
Helen Chisha reporting for MUVI TV News in Mwansawombo district of Luapula province.
President Hakainde Hichilema says thieves in Lusaka will no longer steal people's money, as all resources will now be handled and used by local authorities through decentralization. Addressing Solwezi residents in Northwestern Province Monday evening, President Hichilema explains that there has been misuse of public funds due to centralized decision-making, leading to financial loopholes. The president further emphasized the need for local constructors and suppliers to be fully engaged in all projects to be financed under the Constituency Development Fund. And Northwestern Province Minister Robert Lihefu bemoaned lack of development in the province despite it being